On to overtime. Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao. Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
I do want to hear what you guys think about Christian Wood because I feel like a lot of Knicks fans are really 50-50 on him, as if like either we can't give this guy more than $4 million or like we can max this guy out. Like maxing this guy out would be worth it. So, Kevin, I want to ask, I doubt that you've watched many Detroit Pistons games, but how would you feel about the Knicks going after Christian Wood?
He plays forward position, right? Mostly power forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I have actually not watched very much Detroit Pistons highlights or even games to speak of you. But I don't know. Because thing is that would be. I just want to see like how he would fit, I guess, with the team. I mean, he's only 24 years old, so I can imagine him trying to get at least a bigger contract than what he received. Like, wait, how much was the? Do you know how much like the last payment of his contract was? Like how much he was earning?
Not a lot. That's the big thing. He did not get a lot of money. I think he signed on like minimum, which would be around 1.7 for a player who hasn't been in the league 8 years. But who knows? In the last month of the season, or last 2 months of the season, he was averaging. Let me see. He was averaging about. Oh my, B-ball reference is not doing me a lot of favors right now.
No.
He was averaging about 33 minutes a game and was averaging close to 24 points a game, along with 9.2 rebounds and 1.8 assists, which is real good numbers. And that was without Drummond. So if he is that player, he could fit in with Mitch and RJ and be a like stretch four that does a little bit of everything and can be, another rim protector alongside Mitch, can step out to the perimeter. But the question is he that guy? Because he's been bouncing around the league for like 4 years, ever since he was, went undrafted. And he's played for all sorts of teams. And this is the first time he's done well. Nor, do you think this level of performance for Christian Wood is sustainable, or is it not?
So I'm looking at his stats right now without Andre Drummond, so pretty much after the trade. He was about 21 points per game, 9 rebounds, 39% from three. The thing is, like, if he's not going to be an outside shooter, and it seems like for most of his career he wasn't, only this year he started attempting on a consistent basis for a season 2 threes a game. Like, I don't know if I trust that. And he seems like he has a lot of defensive lapses. He's not the most motivated defender. We did have Kenny Payne as an assistant coach. Maybe he can do something with make him motivated defensively, but I don't trust these numbers. And if I'm trying to fill out that stretch 4 spot, I would rather honestly go with give Gallinari a bunch of money if he's willing to come to a losing team, which I doubt. Gallinari or Bertans, I think, are much better fits at that 4 than Christian Wood.
I don't think Bertans is realistic because I think the Wizards are going to give him tons of money.
So that was I think my assumption, but I think in the case that something happens, I think he would be a good option at the 4, 4.
Would you prefer Gallinari or Wood on a long-term deal, like on a 4-year deal, getting paid, let's say, $20 million annually?
Honestly, I like Gallinari. I'm a big fan, and I think he's going to give you 20 points per game on consistent 38, 39% shooting from 3. I like Gallinari. I just don't think he would come, as I guess the issue.
You don't think he wants to come back to the team that drafted him?
I mean, don't you think he wants to go get a championship? I mean, if we give him money, I think he would come, but I guess the bigger issue is
how much, at least.
I guess how much does he care about winning, right?
Yeah.
So I don't really want to bank on him, but I think if we can get him, he'd be my number 1 option at power forward.
Would he be your number 1 option overall over Fred VanVleet?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. Gallo the God coming back to the Garden. That'd be crazy.
So,
I mean,
what's your opinion? I mean, on Gallinari?
I love Gallo. I thought, when the Sixers traded for Tobias Harris, I hated it and thought they should have traded for Gallinari instead. I think Gallinari in a vacuum is a better player than Tobias Harris. But we're not talking about Tobias Harris. So as far as fours go, I'd say Gallinari is like in that second tier where there aren't very many superstars at power forward. There's a few all-stars. When you go down that list, he's in that tier just underneath all-star. Like, would I rather have Porzingis on a full max or Gallinari on 22 mil a year? It's a close conversation for me, legitimately. But yeah, I like Gallo. I think the question is paying him and his health, because for the past 2 years he's been healthy, but before that he just couldn't stay on the court for anything. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I think the price point is what scares me the most, but I'd say I'd still have VanVleet as more important over him, but I see it. I certainly see, the support for signing Gallinari. Kevin, how would you feel about getting Gallo?
I would I guess if we had if he were willing to come back, I would be a little bit sus about like how he would perform, and I don't know, but I would be willing to have him back, honestly.